Hey loves, welcome back. My name is Kyle August, and today is day 20 of our 21 days of love manifesting your specific person in literally 3 weeks or 21 days. So let me know all of the amazing successes you had. But today I'm literally here to tell you that your specific person is literally waiting to come into your reality. And I have a specific idea and technique that's going to help us get there by tomorrow, because remember, this is the 21 days of love, not the 22 days of love, where you're going to get exactly what it is that you want. So today, again, I'm here to tell you your specific person literally waiting to come into your reality. And I know you may not fully believe that right now, at this current moment, but that's okay, because by the end of the video, we're going to get there because, again, this is your reality. You are meant to have everything you could ever want. And the concept actually is very good to be at day 20 or at the end of our 21 days of love, because it talks about how and why we want to manifest our specific person. So think of the path. If you're joining us today, then you're not going to know a lot of this question. But if you have been from the beginning, from day one, you can always go check out the other videos. But they all talk about how we're going to manifest our specific person, right? And honestly, I would bet every single person watching, every single person who knows manifestation knows exactly how to manifest exactly what it is that you want. We all know how, right? All we have to do is assume as if we already have exactly what it is that we desire, and we're going to see the outcomes reflect outside of us. But then the question is, if we know how to do it, why are we not doing it, right? If we know that all of our emotions, feelings, and internal state is fully under our control, then how come we're not assuming and getting into that feeling at the current moment? And the short answer is we don't know, or we're not fully apparent of why we want to manifest. And I would 100% say why we want to manifest our specific person and what we know we're going to get by assuming the state is the most important thing. Basic, I guess, second to the assumption. But when we know why we want something, we get the conviction and the motivation to actually do it. And there's a million different stories that showcase how people were able to basically flip a switch and quantum leap to their specific person literally overnight because they were able to fully get through this conviction and find that why. So basically, we need to find our why of why we want to do it. And the more that is within our mind and the more we can visualize that, the more we're going to find ourselves deep in those visualizations, deep in those affirmations, and deep within the journaling or whatever technique you want to find. Because I can tell when I'm on a coaching call and someone knows they want their specific person, and we're always going to talk about how, but it's always, I can tell when the why is not there. Because truly, we all have to deal with this idea that the law of assumption states we can switch our reality overnight just like that. So if that's the case, why are we not doing it, right? Like tomorrow, you could be with your specific person, and it's the 21st of the 21 days of love. So that's something that we could literally do. Literally, we could let go of everything we've ever talked about and just decide tomorrow that we're going to be with our specific person, and you're going to see that happen in your reality. And I've had successes where literally, and I'll put one right here, where the next day, the reality completely shifted, completely changed, and completely altered literally overnight. So then what's, again, stopping us from why? Because I would say we kind of know why, right? Where we want to be in that perfect relationship, have the perfect marriage, have the perfect family, live in the perfect house, right? All of those amazing, awesome things. But the less we keep those in the forefront of our mind and keep in our assumptions, because remember, the frequency at which we enter into the state is the most important, the less we do that, the less we see that end image and the less motivated we are to change and alter. And this actually was an idea. Again, a lot of my ideas kind of come from, I was in a coaching session doing it, and I think this would help a lot of people. So I bring it to a YouTube video. But I was in a coaching session and they basically were asking the question of quantum leaping. How does someone quantum leap, right? And I made a whole seminar on quantum leaping, and people in the success story I put down there, they quantum leaped the next day. And so again, if you want to check out the seminar, it still is available. It's a masterclass, a 60-minute lecture with the workbook, but don't feel like you have to. But if it is something you want to check out, you're going to showcase or see firsthand what it means to quantum leap to your specific person. But they were asking that, like, how do I do this? What is quantum leaping, right? But the main part of quantum leaping is getting that why, knowing why we need to put everything behind us into this assumption, because that's literally all we have to do and the only thing that's going to bring you to your specific person. And when we find that why, when we think about it, when it's in the forefront of our mind, when we really get into that assumption and we do not allow any doubts in our mind to go in the opposite, that's how we quantum leap. And we can quantum leap literally to tomorrow, and we're going to see our reality change just like that. But it all goes back to that why. And I can actually bring it back because quantum leaping is a totally internal state, just like assumptions or manifestation and the law of assumption is. So if we look at it internally, I can give you an example. And I believe this is like a Tony Robbins example he talks about in one of his books. But there was an individual who was trying to quit smoking and tried everything to do it, tried the medications, tried hypnosis, tried literally everything to change their state. But us, knowing manifestation, know it's all his internal state that's stopping, because you could try anything in your external reality. But if you don't assume or want to change, you're not going to change. If you don't believe it can happen, it's not going to happen. But one day he's on his lazy boy smoking a cigarette, and his daughter runs in crying, basically stating, Daddy, I don't want you to die. You can't die. You need to stop smoking. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm fine. This isn't going to kill me. Like, look at me. I'm living, I'm breathing. Everything's fine and dandy. But the daughter is still freaking out, sad, and basically exclaims and yells, no, Dad, these cigarettes are going to kill you, and I want you there at my wedding. And in that moment, something clicked, and the guy never smoked another cigarette ever again. In that point in time, because he had the conviction of, I need to make it to my daughter's wedding, I can't be smoking this cigarette, because obviously, and again, the idea of cigarettes being bad for you is an assumption in its own right, but that's okay. But this person, because so you could technically make an assume smoking a cigarette is good for you. But anyway, so in that moment, quantum leaped to the new reality, to the new assumption, and just like that was able to quit smoking and has never smoked again and has still not smoked to this day. And you're thinking, okay, how is that really a quantum leap, right? It all came internally. But he internally made a huge switch from one state to another instantly. And then you might ask, what's up with that? How come he didn't do that before? If he always had that within him to just do it like that, just because really nothing in your external reality can kind of support you in that, right? It really doesn't mean anything. It's all that internal state change. If he could do that all the time, why didn't he? And that's because he knew how to quit. He knew what to do, right? But he didn't know why. And I know that sort of quantum leap is like, I don't want to say one of the most simple quantum leaps, but that's the quantum leap that we're going to have internally. I will challenge and say right now, you know how, why, and when to get to your specific person. And we can quantum leap right now in this video. And tomorrow on the 21st day of love, you're going to be with your specific person. And you will know, I guarantee you, whether, so if tomorrow comes and you succeed or you don't succeed, you can never fail a manifestation. But if you do, you're going to know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you will know what I'm talking about as soon as you do it, as soon as you quantum leap to your specific person. And once you switch that state internally, you're going to know exactly what it is, or you're going to know what I'm talking about. And then you're going to come watch this video again and go, oh my gosh, that conviction, the why was the reason I did it. So find your why. Find why do you want your specific person? What is the point of it? And if that really doesn't kind of get you going and get you in that massive momentum, ask yourself, what do you have to lose by not doing it? And that sometimes is so powerful that can literally push you into the conviction literally right now. So again, think about what do we have to, or why do we want this? Think of all those amazing positive things. But if you're someone who kind of moves away from the negative, think, what do I have to lose by not doing it? By not assuming the state, what do you lose? And you're going to think, well, you're not with your specific person, blah, 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 blah. Go into it. You can do that way, or you can think all the awesome, amazing. Think of all the awesome, think of the honeymoon with you and your specific person. Think of your wedding. Think of your vacations. Think of all that literally is waiting for you right now. So write down, take out a pencil, take out a piece of paper, take out your notes app, take out your iPad, whatever it is, write down why you want what you want and what you have to gain by literally assuming it right here and right now. And tomorrow, when you're with your specific person, you're going to come back and you're going to comment on this video and you're going to be like, oh my God, this awesome stuff happened. That's your reality. And if it's okay if it doesn't happen, because no matter what, you have to, when you do it, because you will manifest your specific person, you already did. You could never not be in a reality where that's a possibility or an opportunity, because you already did it, right? Your God state has already done everything. But no matter what, when you do it, you're going to understand exactly what I am talking about. So go out there, get that, have that conviction, go to sleep knowing it's already done. There's nothing left to do. You have done it. There is literally, you don't need to lift another finger, take another step. It's already done. You and your specific person are happily married. And think about all the amazing, awesome things that you get by assuming this. And just like that gentleman who wanted to quit smoking and found that why, you're going to find your why and see your whole reality change just like that. If you did, though, need a little bit extra help, you can still always get that masterclass, Quantum Leap, to your specific person. Again, if you want, because you already have the power within you to make whatever change. Or if you always did want to get one-on-one coaching, you can head over to my website, kyleaugustcoaching.com. It's also where if you had any personal questions, you can send them to me, or you can always comment them down below in the comment section. Remember also to leave a thumbs up on this video, and then don't forget to subscribe, because I need to hear all of your awesome success stories when you manifest your specific person. So thank you guys so much for stopping by today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. And I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow in the next video and hear about your amazing success story.